folks, welcome back for another episode of Our Journeys. And my goodness gracious, Dano has got some crazy shenanigans that he is running. My goodness, I don't even know what he has listed off. So many stealer of secret or keeper of secrets or stealer of secrets, something with secrets. Yep. Okay. So that, and then Ancano Red Year. I mean, he's got so much stuff. Still's Cruelty. I mean, this is a deck with so many moving parts. I told him I went cross-eyed trying to keep up with exactly what he was saying. So we're going to see what exactly we're going to see. Because, I mean, yeah, Ring Out Boggler on turn 3. Look. Let's see. This is our communication here. So we got Skeever and Ancano and Stealer. Heretic, Conjurer, Khajiit, Warhelm, Chalmers Keep. Empty board on turn 12 to 3 Iron Atros. Turn 4 Conscription or Parthenax, Still's Cruelty, Boggler. So there's so much stuff here. Like, can you blame me for not really knowing what the heck is going on? So I don't know, but I know we are in for quite a treat or a ride, whatever it is you would like at the moment. Probably not a treat on a ride because then you get sick and end up throwing up and it smacks you back in the face. Hasn't happened to me. Just saying it could happen to somebody. But let us see what's going on. He's up against Korba. Korba is in the top 75. Dano in the top 300. And he is correct. I have no doubt. Yep. But no, I am assured, top 100 players do not play Invade. That is not their thing. They have more class than that. Guaranteed, Dano. Oh my goodness gracious. What? The illusion has fallen away. I am completely shocked and amazed that a top 100 player is playing absolute crap. We're all counting on you, Dano. The stakes have never been higher. Gonna need you to kick, but he's got the Ancano Red Year combo ready to go. Just needs another 10 turns or so. Actually, no, 6, because you can play Ancano on 9. You don't want to play him too early. Ancano on 9, and then Red Year the next turn after. But yeah, Korba, unfortunately, the learned has learned incorrectly. And of course, he's trying to pair this with that 4/3 that every time she gets a keyword, she triggers an invasion, which is really bad news when she comes down with a gate that it's leveled up to like 1 or 2 keywords, because then they just synergize with each other. It's obnoxious how badly that goes. But this being a combo deck, Dano has a nice assortment of removal. Well, also a Stealer of Secrets. So every time he uses removal, he is helping her, and the Skeever. So he's got a lot of ways to win. So that, I guess now we can start making sense of what he was saying. So he can win by Skeever Infestation. If the game goes on long enough, he can just play the crap out of Skeevers and end up with a bunch of 4/4s on there. But they have the synergy with Stealer of Secrets. As soon as they're played, bam, she goes up to 5/5. Or she goes up, +1. Probably going to see a crushing blow against Invasion Marauder, just to try to keep the damage out. Release the hounds, he says. Oh. Alright. Little Skeever goes down. Another invasion. Oh. They're just so obnoxious. Like and maybe it's because I'm soured against them in invasion cards, but like they just their very presence disgusts me. Putrid. Alright, so what has he got? I guess yeah, he's going for Ancano next turn. I don't know if he's going to kill the gate or not. He can't. Okay, so he's going to probably. I'm guessing he's going to. Well, shoot. Now it's a pretty full board, but an Ancano Red Year is not going to be it's not going to be an OTK. It would still be good, but it's not going to be an OTK. Unfortunately, that Fell the Mighty is not going to help him here. I think he wants Ancano next turn on the gate. Guarantee you that's going to get bumped up to a 7 or 8. There's no way this turn goes by with that many cards in the hand that the gate doesn't get leveled up.
We fight for the glory of Lost Almeries.
Yeah. Well, no, that was very smart. Dano does not have a card on there for this to be played. Might play it anyway against its own critter just to get that extra. What are you getting rid of? Does she lose? Well, no, because it goes out of the discard, right? No? Okay, it's just... Alright, so yeah, no more of those. Alright. So Encano next turn, I'm guessing. Because he's taking a lot of damage next turn. If he doesn't use Encano to get rid of one of these, he's going to take a lot. But... No, because that's 10, 11, 12. He may use it to take out the gate. Just so that...
I have many
because if he sticks...
my mind.
He's going to be able to... Yep. Cool. All right, yeah. So we may see an Encano red year here. Hopefully Encano sticks.
Elements, I summon thee.
Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. Holy cow. I mean, it sucks. He's going to take so much damage here. He's almost on the verge of dying.
Remember this day.
Oh, play another card, please. Oh, no, he's going to ward up. Oh, no, okay. He's trying to give it ward. Does not succeed.
That was fought well.
Oh, my God. Oh, Dano, I love you. I love you like a brother. Oh, that was amazing. And we are fortunate to have another batch of games with commentary by brave Schwaaard of the Friends clan. So we'll be mixing some of her games in with the other ones. Enjoy.
Okay, so we just joined Aros in a ladder match. Got a bit of a clunky start in hand, but this is clearly Nixox, Soul Rest Marshal, Dagoth. I think that's going to end up being
Just doing business.
killed pretty sharpish, isn't it? Fell the Mighty. You can't keep leaving that to keep mushrooming, can you? So probably going to see Hand of Dagoth next. Just so we can start
Need some
recouping.
help?
Now that would be an ideal target, wouldn't it? He needs to get ahead so he can then make the most of Soul Rest Marshal, really. It's quite clear that they are running a traditional Heaven Slay.
Or come to die.
So I think, fingers crossed, you'll be able to kill that next round. Ouch. That's definitely a priority to kill next round, isn't it? Ah, so he's asking what the Soul Rest stacks. I've got a feeling it does. I have a feeling that somebody else has done that before. Could be my memories at fault. Ouch. That's really dangerous having that there with both those supports. I wonder if he's going to Nixox. Maybe Nixox, Abner, Soul Rest. No, maybe not. I mean, he needs to have some stuff in that lane to kill that.
I will not be on the wrong
Keep
side of
firing.
history. I bring reinforcements.
So he might put down the LT just so that he can actually get more of a board.
Khajiit will keep you safe.
And yes, that's going to get a good kill or two, isn't it? But he needs to take it down, cut it down fast, really. Quite an impressive board. I'm sure they've got some way of making it stick, at least, or make so it doesn't stick. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I think the Heretic's not going to be long with the world, is it? My goodness. This is going to come very close to being lethal, isn't it? Very nasty. Oh, thank goodness Dagothir's here. We're going to have to see an uprising so he can get Dagothir out, aren't we? Or Mr. as I call him. Wow, 73 health. Maybe he'll do that next round then. Okay.
I will not be on the
I think
wrong
he's going
side
for
of
it.
history. Come to me.
Look at that, that's amazing, isn't it? Incredibly nicely done. So glad I caught that on film. Well, hopefully they don't have the little Khajiit that makes June Ripper lethal, otherwise that could be a problem. Ooh, another Nexox. I wonder if he's going to boot that back actually. He's not too bothered about it really, is he? He might boot back the June Ripper. I reckon probably Gambler and then get rid of the, I'll get rid of the Slayer personally. There's less value having that at this stage of the game, isn't there?
Stendarr, give me strength.
Now you will see
Oh no! Oh, at least I don't have Squish. Got lethal here, isn't he? Magnificent.
I only regret that my stupidity, my naivete, my whatever you want to call it, prevented the fanfare that should have been there. I should have been salivating. I mean, I was excited that he's going to get a board cutter, but for some reason I'm thinking it's Encano is going to hit for 5. Not considering that you wouldn't have an OTK if that's all it did, but that it hits for the full 10 damage. So 10 against all those, so of course, amazing. So I should have been hyped up and excited before that happened. I am sorry for you all that I didn't, but hopefully you all saw it coming, and got excited well before I did. And this, I believe, is going to be, he said it's a Heretic. Let's see. Okay, let me see. All right, so this is a Heretic Conjurer deck. Doesn't know how consistent or good it is. Looking for Chalmun's Keep.
brave me.
And discounting it from Mage's Guild Recruit. Okay. So you can combo from hand, turn 9 with the ring. Alright, so that is what we're looking to do here. I'm not going to pretend I got all of that. I mean, look at me. I'm a guy who did not freaking get the beauty of the Encano Red Year combo until it pretty much smacked the opponent in the face. But by golly, that was the most beautiful thing I have seen in a long time. The assuredness the opponent seemed to have the fact that it was invade, and then just a spectacularly fun combo to watch. So this one... Alright, so Nockmar88 is in the Thief. He's making his way to Legend. This could be his gateway game. Who knows? He's definitely going to have his... he's going to be hard put going up against Dano, who is probably the only person right now, or one of the few, who's running a mage without it being invade. So the opponent's probably going, wait, what's going on? What's happening here? But yeah, leaning heavily into the orc decks. You don't typically see this in a heavy aggro deck. Although I remember, oh gosh, darn it, I can't remember your name now. Sorry, I apologize. But one of the earlier decks that I was given by a player had a 53 or 54 card orc deck, but it had this guy in there because he was a prophecy, and it didn't have the banner, but it had the Orc Clan Chieftain, the one that is a 1/5 and gives you gains +1 when another creature gets buffed. Anyway, it was a nice combination of cards. Might have had some non-orcs in there as well, but it was a nifty deck. But this is a mid-range, more of a mid-range orc deck. You don't see those very often. It's there to be able to go the distance. Pretty much anytime you see the banner, that's why it's there. It's so that it can trade for the board, and that they have more staying power. So
Come on, Dad.
it's a little difficult.
We must protect our stronghold.
Oh wow! I mean, Dano didn't have a way to get in anyway. Well, he could have ringed out Spirit Knife. Ooh, and see, yeah, Ice Storm would normally be amazing against these orc guys, but I mean, because it's giving him a +3. Oh no, wait, +2. Okay, so yeah, he'd be dead. He'd be dead. He'd be dead. Execute. Oh. Yeah, that's unfortunate because he's gonna get out of execute range in the next turn. So we may not get to see the combo that Dano had planned in this particular game, just because this is a really tough deck to go up against in general. Yeah, I'm gonna keep putting the pressure on. Immolating Blast though, that's gonna be. Oh, is he gonna use it? No, I wouldn't. I would hold on to it if you're gonna run Immolating Blast next turn, because it's not going to kill any. I mean, I guess he's banking on that one being the one that survives, but maybe he's not going to run Immolating Blast next turn. Who knows? But I think he's got to, because Dawn's Wrath. Holy cow! That's it cost by 2. Why is it reduced even more?
I'll try to draw their fire.
It's an 8 cost. It went down by 2. Oh, did he choose it? I was once again. I do apologize, folks. You know, and I know you all have been very supportive of me. Doing the talking. But I do apologize, because I do think there are times where I do miss out on what exactly is happening right in front of my face, because I'm thinking about something else. I'm thinking about another topic, and then I come back to the game and I've missed a turn. Dano might be dead here.
They're in my sights.
Yeah, thinking the same thing. Yep, just enough.
End of the road.
Okay, yeah, that's the problem. We finally found his Heretic Conjurer. Alrighty, so Dano is running the same deck we saw last time. Well, we didn't get to see much of it because he was up against low mid-range, I would call it. Low mid-range orc deck that just really took advantage of the fact he really didn't have any creatures to put on the board. But he's up against a Telvanni now, and says he believes he's going to have some fun with it. I am inclined to agree, although I mean, Telvanni, tons of ways to make it. But I'm curious now, because Heretic, usually you run like a bunch of Nord Firebrands or something with it, so that when he hits, I mean, right now he can play 2 Harpies and get some love out of it. Well, never mind. What? Yeah, no, he's not going anywhere. My gosh, they swarmed on him. Styx does not want that Heretic Conjurer to go off, but I don't understand why not, because it's not. Like I said, right now there's not a lot going on, so I'm not sure what combo it is, but that is not me questioning that he has one. That's just me saying, in my naivete, I have no clue what he's going to do, which is actually kind of nice. So looks like he's prepping for an Ice Storm next turn. I mean, his Conjurer dies, but I think he's hoping Styx puts down something. Although with 9 9 on the board, and we're already into Aelid Guardian territory, which is going to be the bane of the Heretic Conjurer, because in these colors, there's no ping.
I fly like the wind and the shadows protect me.
Well, do they now? Let's see if they can protect you from yourself. Or this camel. Or getting squished by the camel. Well, you can't get squished by the camel. Squished by the card that comes after the camel. But yeah, I mean, we're already in late game Telvanni territory, which is not a good place to be in general.
Nothing more.
Ooh, that's actually very fortunate, because he can't exalt him. That's a horrible card to bring into play. Because the card that does the exalt is a 3-color in Tribunal, so he can't trigger unless he... I don't know if Reincarnation will work. I mean, obviously a Desperate Conjuring, there's a bunch of ways that they can tool him up as a 9-cost to give him some value, but he will not be the maniac he could have been. Oh, wait. Oh, no, if you have an Exalted Creature in place, so, yeah. Bye-bye, board. Bye-bye. Well, except for Sothasil.
All can be had.
So we've got to be expecting the Cat's Paw Cool Fire Bloom combo. Or, I guarantee you, this is just for a Cool Fire Bloom, just to get rid of this. Or maybe a Sorcerer's Negation, ring it out. But he's not going to let this guy hit. I mean, maybe. I would be surprised. I would be surprised. Unless he's got something like a conscription that he can use. Nope. There we go. So ingenious. So unexpected. Gosh. And now playing the turtle game. Ooh, Battle of Chamberlain Keep. That's kind of spicy. Oh. And that is where the Heretic Conjurer... Right? It fills... Yeah. With 1-run recruits. But you still have to hit with the Heretic, don't you? Okay. Oh, that's... He does have a ping, and that's the Helm. Okay, I'm a little... You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow. The town is back that way. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Heretic with the only pinging effect in existence. Okay, so Styx had the conscription in hand. Otherwise, more than likely, that would have been what he pulled with Lyneth. But since he already had it, he could waste it on a Cool Fire Bloom to deny Dano the card draw. Unfortunately, boy, he really could use an Immolating Blast. Might see Dawn's Wrath come out here in that left lane, or the field lane. So yeah, so now he's just looking for the Helm, because that's 10, and the Helm, I believe, is 2. So he could play all of it, which... Oh, no! Yep, there's that. Which is fine, because Dano's not looking to slay here. Well, he's got a Heart of the Cards. He's gotta pull that piece, and boy, that would be amazing to see. But yeah, the Styx is not... He's feeling pretty confident right now. Okay, and that's, well, yeah. So then he's going to use that to discount battle to make it even easier. He really... Okay, so cast in a time, this big turd muffin has been tormenting him, I think. Okay, and I'm just going to use a Shackler. Oh, I thought maybe he might shackle this guy and kill him, but either way. All right, so Styx, with an appalling amount of cards, considering he has no broken runes, but, you know, it's Telvanni, that's what they do. That's fine. Ooh. Yeah, Styx now knows. Look at him. He does not want that guy. Yeah, there it is. It's frustrating too, and like every time I play, oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're gonna see some stuff here, folks. We are gonna see some stuff. Dano, Dano, you lucky son of a gun. My goodness gracious. Wow. First Encano Red Year, and now this. And the opponent's so unsuspecting. Oh, another conscription maybe? Or cool? Well, cool. I don't care. Who cares? Boring. I don't know how that... Well, no, because it puts it back in his hand so he can actually play it. But let's just see. Let's just see what a lane full of... Okay, almost a full lane. Not going to let him kill this guy. Oh, wait. Cool. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Heretic, conjurer, battle of Chalman Keep. I am giddy with anticipation. Let us see how kind RNG is. And really, this is almost best case scenario, except for Harpy. That there's one on the board. Otherwise, you would have full board. Hold on, is he waiting? I think he's waiting. He is. Interesting. I mean, the danger is so if the Sil comes down exalted, he's going to have an 8-8 with breakthrough. Dano might have pushed it a little too far. Okay, actually against that, that's fine. That's fine. And that is a sad, sad little conscription. So he's... I mean, this sucks. That's fine. All right, buddy.
Fortune smile upon me.
Do it, Dano. Do it. I mean, it sucks having these two lethal in that lane.
Shiogora will bleed.
Ping! Didn't break a rune or anything. Unique legendary.
Let's take care of business.
Oh, yes. Let us see. Oh, great. Sucky. Oh. Okay, that one's not bad. But that's a lot of low rolls. This one was crucial. He needed that one, considering what else he got.
A masterful move.
But yeah, otherwise, pretty disappointing. But he got the combo off. Oh, jeez. Really? Really, Styx? Oh, what a freaking nuisance that is. I mean, look, and that's no animus towards Styx. He's just playing the cards he has. It's yeah. See, yeah, Iron Atro's Gatekeepers, yeah, he could have really turned the game around with that. And instead it's... Yeah. Yeah, and again, he only had 3 cards in his hand and he happened to have Banelord. Come on, game. Telvanni has it easy enough without extra help. I mean, that was just obnoxious. And what I would consider, even without this turd muffin, low rolls across the board for the most part.
The Night Mother will guide us.
Wrong place for a midnight.
I would really like to see Dano turn this around somehow. I mean, it's going to be hard with knowing that the Sil's sitting there. And Imperial Reinforcements. Okay, so he still has one in the deck. He's got one of each in the deck. So he's just got to make it through. I mean, Sotha Sil is... He's got to get removal for him. Otherwise, it's game over. Game over, man. Game over. Oh, and just so you all know, because somebody made a comment, a very, very considerate comment. I'm not doing this because my neck hurts or my head hurts. I'm leaning back, and so I'm actually very, very comfortable. But
Rise, my
yeah, and so for whatever reason, when I lean back, my propensity is to put my hand behind my head. So I am in no physical pain, no danger. Stealer of Secrets. Could as an alternative win condition. Alternate win condition might work out. I mean, I'm stoked we got to see that combo, and it just wish it had the impact of the Ancano plus Red Year. Yeah, so I am in no physical pain. Oof. Well, I can get rid of the Blackhand Messenger if he wants. It's probably going to be the best bet. Luckily, Styx is out of conscription fodder. Doesn't really have anything good he can do with that. So it really is just whatever. I mean, Elid Guardians, Sotha Sil, that kind of nonsense.
Power.
This is obnoxious too. So on one hand, he got the unique legendary, was able to pretty much play it to its maximum potential, but just a really comparatively low roll. Yeah, and yeah, I think the game's just over. Oh hum. Oh, that sucks. 2 turns earlier, Lyneth. We could have used you. Could have used you.
I don't know it all, but I'm pretty close.
I mean, maybe a Shrieking Harpy to shackle one of these to, but I think, what, 8, 11? I mean, it's, yeah, pretty much game over. Good game, Dano. Good game, though. We got to see it, buddy. We got to see the combo come together. It just got nerfed by, yeah, bad draw. And, okay, now we have jumped in to Wind, playing with friends. I believe Wind has been on the channel one other time before. I believe it was when Brave and I were doing the co-casting, and so I swiftly became friends with Wind so that I could also watch the game. And now I'm happy to spectate a second game, although he is definitely entering the Dire Straits territory. But holy cow, a Lightning Borto may have just turned this game around, because right now, Roki Philly. Ooh, well, that, I was about to say, they're down to 2 cards that aren't weapons, but they got the moose. It's always magnificent state of affairs to draw your, draw in the late game when you need it. But Wind now has a tomed Oreo who, with Crusader's Assault, can get a lot of heals and get rid of this very non-aerodynamic, goofy-looking Wilds Incarnate. Although I do appreciate the name Incarnate being somewhat, or Incarnate. Either one. One's an adjective, one's a verb.
Let's put those to use.
To incarnate, to bring something, to manifest something, to bring something into being. Or incarnate, as in evil incarnate or good incarnate, the incarnation, the manifestation of goodness, or the manifestation of anything in particular. It can be either one.
Criminal scum!
Yeah, no, another great late game card for Roki Feely. Wind with a lot of removal. He's gonna be able. I'm not sure if. I mean, we're seeing a Mentor's Ring and a Nord Firebrand. I'm wondering if he's running a Stealer of Secrets as well. In fact, I can guarantee you, well, Skeever Infestation, all the removal we've seen, and Lyneth, I guarantee you is going to pull that Stealer of Secrets. Not this turn, but coming up very soon. Maybe next turn if Roki Feely does not put down something crazy.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Oh, for crying out loud. Really, game? Oh, boy. Back to back to back. Man, I wish I could draw like that when I was playing. Goodness gracious. Spirit Knife. Oh, there we go. Wait, no, that does damage. It's not a... Okay, so that'll work. That'll also work. I wish I could draw like that when I was playing, too. My goodness gracious. But yeah, this is definitely a Stealer of Secrets combo.
I do hope that troublesome knight isn't around.
And not bonkers. I was expecting to see, what's her name? You know, who is it? The Atromancer. Something like that. You know, a back-breaking late game card that can't be addressed. So I mean, I could see him wanting to play Lyneth here. But let's see, how many actions? Only an 11. Okay, so no, that's probably why he's holding on to her. It's not really going to help him all that much. All right,
You've messed with the wrong man.
Nice, another prophecy by Wind. Ooh. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, come on. Boo. Sorry, Wind. My gosh, you're about to turn around the goal. I mean, well, could have. Already. Vowayer up against Snake. 1-2-2-3-3-3. That's 1-2-2-3-3-3. Call now. Operatings. Goodness gracious. Can't even finish a joke. Not that it was a funny joke, not that it was worth going after, but whatever. Anyway, Vowayer. Poke in the face. Ooh, getting a trusty sword. Trusty Schwaaard, if you will. Ooh, gosh. Does not want to be giving his opponent a guard. That is most unfortunate. And a loot. I'll just give him all the stuff. Wow. Viaware. Viaware. Jeez. He's no doubt looking for silence. I mean, silence just really wrecks it. Nope. Nope, does not pull it.
Khajiit likes these.
He's going to get some damage in the other lane, though. I think wanted that rune break to trigger Razum to get some more draw there. We go loot, steel sword. So he's got lethal in this lane. Got a very formidable renegade in the shadow lane, but nothing right now. Let's see. You got dagger, sword, nothing. I mean, so he's got two cards that could possibly get it done here, and it doesn't look like he's got the guards.
Child's
Okay, so it looks like he's just going to take his hits when he can get it. It looks like the Weir is going to be able to finish this game out. And that's it. Close. Alrighty.
This episode sponsored in very small part by the Legendary Remnant Discord. If you are a TESL player and you want to mix it up with the community, have discussions about the game, things you like about it, things you don't like about it, custom card ideas, evaluating other people's custom cards ideas, and much, much more, then join the Legendary Remnant Discord. We are discording. Yeah, I like that. Okay, anyway, the primary sponsor for this video is the Risen Lich, a skeleton from the brilliant mind of Vincenzo. It is a 4-cost in endurance. Haha. 4 cost, 4/4. But if Risen Lich, goodness gracious, if Risen Lich is in your hand on turn 1, Risen Lich costs 1. But he has summoned Shackle Risen Lich. So, if he's just in your hand on any other turn but turn 1, he's a 4-cost 4/4. Not bad at all. Decent, we'll say. He's a Disappointment Dragon, essentially, minus Prophecy. If you have him on turn 1, you can play him, but he's shackled. That's pretty powerful. I mean, the chance of it is obviously pretty small. You got the RNG factor in there as well. And much like Disappointment Dragon, who probably does get played in Dragon decks, obviously, especially like in Guildsworn, but is not necessarily considered like a top tier, or he's not an auto include, in other words. It's something you probably want to play if you want to get your Prophecy count up, otherwise you might leave him out, because 4/4 for 4, there's a lot of other 4-drops that are probably preferable. I mean, right off the jump, I'm thinking, who's the guy, the Slay guy, the 4-cost 5/5 Slay +2 or +1/+2. Anywho, you know what I'm talking about, the Bleak Coast Troll, that's it. That would be vying for this spot. But if it has a gretter impact if you can play it for 1. Right now, there's only one card I can think of, which is the Goblin. Goblin is the 3/2 that can come down as a 1-cost. If he's in your hand on turn 1, he can be a 1-cost. I do think that might be a little strong, because you can imagine that's turn 2, 4/4, which, to be fair, that is Mournhold Trader stats, but Mournhold Trader has the 2/1 with guard that you get if you can kill him. This guy doesn't give you anything. He's shackled for turn... Well, no. So you play him on turn 1. He would be shackled for turn 2. Okay, so turn 3. He would be a turn 3. He'd be able to attack. That's still pretty impressive. I'm curious as to why it's in Endurance, because Endurance... While, I mean, we do have like things like Siege Catapult, which is a 4/4 for 2, I think. But it does have the requirement that you stack up the lanes. I think Risen Lich would be a... I don't know. It's so hard. Really, when you put that, it has to be only if it's in your first, if it's your hand on turn 1, because obviously you'd want to run 3 copies of this, and I don't know. I don't know that the cons are enough to outweigh the pros. I mean, a 4 for 4, you know what I'm saying? 4 cost for those stats for 4 is not horrible. It's middling, but it has a great upside, and it might be too much of a great upside. Granted, that upside does come with a downside, but that downside is your opponent's gonna have to deal with a 4/4 on turn 3 with no downside. So this can trade. You don't have to worry about if this goes away. Yeah, you lose a little bit of value, but otherwise, it's really good. So, I don't know. I mean, I think that does suit it as an epic. I love the card art. This looks like it's actually in the game already. So beautiful card art, well paired. Risen Lich, A great name. I mean, this feels just like a card out of the deck. I do like bringing another card that benefits off of that. Kind of roll the dice. If you can get this thing in your hand on turn 1, it can do good stuff. Oh, there's another card, right? There's a guard. I think if it's in your hand on the first 1 or 2 turns, I think you can play it for discount as well. But there's not many of them. I think it's just either 1 or 2 cards that have that effect now. So a good way to play into that. The high side may be too good. For a 4/4 with 4. But then, you could say then that the Disappointment Dragon could also be overstated. And now, granted, that's only a common. But, I mean, we got to understand, I mean, yes, these designations do mean something. If something's a legendary common, those are indicative of something. They're indicative of something special about that card. So the epicness would tie in with a lot of the other kind of shackle discard. There's the 4-cost mummy, 6/6 mummy that gets shackled, which this would be an accelerant of, essentially. So I guess that's where it does fit into endurance. There are a lot of skeletons, obviously, and the shackle effect is kind of a big deal. But the crazy thing is, I mean, once you've bought it, once the card is in your deck or is in your repertoire of cards to use, whether or not it's an epic or a legendary, it doesn't matter unless you're running it in one of those specialized gauntlets. But I think its effect and its impact does require that it be an epic, it be designated as such. So I think that fits. There's everything about the card fits. I'm just not sure about how if it has enough, if that shackle on turn 1 is enough to mitigate it being a 4/4 for 4. I think so, because at least with the Disappointment Dragon, you can get a prophecy on 5 different rune breaks. You can only get the real good value on this on turn 1. So maybe it's fine. It's another high risk, high reward card. Vincenzo clearly liking to play dangerously, live life dangerously, and that's what this is. That's another one. Another great thought, another great card. Curious about your thoughts on it, but I like it, and I think it could run as is. And maybe after, if the devs were still, in effect, or if that process was still in place and this card got in there, it might be something that would get a nerf, like the catapult. I think the catapult used to be a 2/5/5, 2-cost 5/5. I think it got nerfed down to a 2/4/4, and we may see the Risen Lich similarly. Maybe it's a 3/3. It's a 3-cost with 3/3 stats that has the same deal. Would make it less special, probably not worth an epic at that point, but who knows. Anyway, like it, maybe jog my brain a little bit, and like I said, it looks like it's been pulled right out of the game. So magnificent naming and everything else looks great. Vincenzo, thanks for sharing with us. Thank you all for taking a gander, and now back to the games.
Alrighty, and we are getting to see not only Bodybag Beezy, the king of alliterative names, the Gravedigger, with his Lich card back. But this is an arena game, so for those of you who requested arena, we have arena, and I think he just drafted this deck, so I'll probably be able to spectate 2 or 3 games, hopefully, if he's game, for arena. And as you can see, he is 8 in what I used to call the tapeworm, but as I understand it now, that is a silhouette of a lady. Oh no, it's a shadow. I think 8 is the shadow. I always screw up. I should have a chart that tells me exactly what these are, so that I can remember them when I see them. We're getting to see some mix-up in the arena. And I do apologize for somewhat losing my temper. And not last game was fun. The game before that. It's weird. I'm getting residual salt just by watching games now. Which is embarrassing because I'm like, hey, look, you just got to keep it together, when you're playing the game. And just take it in stride. It's like I'm not even playing and I'm starting to have conniptions. So probably got to make some adjustments on my end. I just feel for folks, that's all. We've been there. Get close to greatness, get close to win. And it just feels like everything is against you. The world is against you. That's why it's kind of fun. One of the many reasons why it's fun to check out Arena. I find it very difficult to play in myself. K Fluffy, for those of you who don't know, K Fluffy, who is one of the, I would say, and I think you would certainly agree, if not, 100%, very close, is the top or one of the top 2 or 3 arena players. And he has put together a guide on drafting, on how to do it consistently. And I would say there's no way that could work because it's so random. But when you have, it's the same thing. I was like, I don't know how poker players can be, because there's so much luck involved. I don't know how you could have any consistency with poker playing. Don't kill. Oh, that was the worst target possible. Nut bunnies. That's all right. Body bag's still in a good position. But it's hard to argue when you see the same 4 or 5 people always finishing in the top 3. There's got to be something to it. It's not just pure luck. It's not just, in this case, RNG. So it's the same thing with that. As much as I would have a hard time believing that when the game's giving you a random set of cards that you can choose, and you never know, it's, and your opponent's getting a random card, random set of choices as well, that it's hard to really, build a consistent, be consistent with building decks. But we are seeing, again, he's finished at the top of his game enough that you go, okay, he's onto something. All that to say, he is correct. I was incorrect. My hypothesis was, even though I'm incredulous, even though I'm like, I don't know how, I don't understand it, I cannot deny the results. So that said, if you want to put together the best arena deck or have the best chance of triumphing in the arena, you can check out K Fluffy's guide. It's a channel in the Discord and the oh gosh, we're having a blank. Legendary Remnant, the Discord. The Discord, I was my Discord, but it's really the communities. It's everybody's making it what it is. But the one that I guess I started, but the Legendary Remnant Discord, there's a channel there specifically for that. I think there's also a Reddit thread if you want to try going that route. I think he posted it there as well, but I know he asked specifically to have a centralized place to put it as well. And so it is there if you want to check it out. And I'm not sure if Bodybag is taking his advice or if he's just has put together his own using his own methods. But they're saying I missed a bunch of comments here. I will respond to the Weyer hopefully after this game. Like I said, I try to keep the board clear, and it looks like Bodybag is going to be able to close this out pretty quick. Orc Clan Captain, no reach at this point per se, but oh goodness! So Bachman somehow has kind of a little bit of an undead theme going here. That's what always gets me. Anytime you're in an arena and you see what looks like a constructed deck, you kind of go, come on, arena. What is this? You should not have that many cards to come. Like, I've tried to do it. Like, it gives me certain options. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll make a tokens deck or I'll make something. And then, 5 cards into it, I never get another card that has any synergy with the deck that I thought I was going to be able to create. And, that's all you get there is a raspberry. So I'm guessing in K Fluffy's guide, it's like, don't get baited into trying to do a theme deck or any kind of constructed deck. There are, you may get lucky once in a while, but overall not going to be a thing. So now Bodybag is going to kind of grind to a bit of a halt here. Well, no, his 3/5 will stay alive. And Bachman is going to want to keep his 1/1 alive to prevent taking 3 to the face next turn. Actually 4 with the Orc Clan. What is this? Battle an enemy creature? That's going to be useful, actually. Bachman definitely in a tight spot. Oh, breaking a rune. Wow, that I call that into question. But to be fair, when you're back against the you're going to want to save that for later though. Don't blow it now. Use this guy. Use your war hardened Senshei to clean him up. Going for 3. Goot Fang, is he on card draw? Nope. 1/1. Don't worry about him then. And a mix of other ones. But I would save this one for when he's got, plays like Defensive Broomer or something. Okay, he's going to play that one. Oh, no, it was on card draw. Okay, I guess I read it wrong. But that was best case scenario. So, now he doesn't have enough for his Senshi, so he's going to have to, he's not going to be able to hit here. So maybe Rehad in the
into the fray.
Field lane? Now again, I would quickly and readily say that Bodybag is a much better player than myself. So again, I question, I pontificate, I say what I would put where, but ultimately, if I had to choose my judgment versus his, I would default to his. So I assume that what he played is correct. Even if he doesn't have a plan, it's probably the best way forward. So we'll see. It's really hard though. He can't really plan around anything because he has no clue what Bachman has to play. It's a complete mystery. On the line, great card. You've seen I do that card as well, but that's where this Intimidate is going to be amazing. So this poor gal, I've got a ward, I've got a guard, I'm shackled down, but that's okay because I'm warded and guarded. And he's like, nope. Is that permanent? It doesn't matter. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, yeah. So, barring a prophecy, I think Body Bag has this one wrapped up.
Behold, my magnificent monster.
Yep. Barring a prophecy. He's got the Orc clan for a push, but he's... Yeah. And which is really all he needs.
A formidable display.
Not assured, because this is not a charge. There is no way to finish this off if he does come into a prophecy. Intimidate.
We stand united.
Fantastic. Powerful 1 cost. Strike fast to strike true. Body Bag easy. There's the prophecy. That's why you never say good game until you know you got it. Wow. Wow. Gosh darn it. Oh wait, can he? He can battle an enemy creature, so he can still do it. Just barely. Just barely. So he did. Again, like I said, trust his judgment more than mine. He knew that he had a backup, a contingency, but boy, that was close. Woo, just enough. Well done, Body Bag.
Lower the gates.
Okay, well, that was anticlimactic. No gates were lowered. But as I promised, I did want to... I usually like to, as you know, I like to mix it up amongst different players. But right now, Body Bag is the only one playing in Arena, and I know there's been a call for it. I haven't been able to deliver as much as I would like, so we're going to do it. You know what? I might even bite the bullet one time and just play a round of invade. Goodness gracious, what was I saying? Bad tongue. Play a round of Arena myself. Maybe even using I'll give you a timestamp. Yeah, I think I'll do this. I don't know when. Maybe it'll be next Wednesday's game. But I'll go through K Fluffy's guide and use it to assemble my Arena deck. I'll give you a timestamp for when the actual thing starts. And Body Bag, yeah, almost celebrated too early. Yeah, I've gotten hosed by prophecies so many times, as we all have. I'm not saying that's a unique experience for me. Oh, that's a great counter. Wow. And that right there, that might have won the game for Body Bag right there. Just that play, just being able to play that Orc Clan captain, that may have just determined the fate of this game. We'll see how for Navi 4 what their response is. Loyal Sage. Anything with a ward is going to be amazing. None of them get a ward, so probably all going to go face. Maybe not the 2-1. Yeah. They don't want to lose this 4-2.
World.
That's the thing. There is, I'm not going to say it's ginormous brain plays, but even when you've, regardless of whether your deck is aggro or not, when you shift to going aggro, you still need to keep your eyes open and be thinking about, still be willing to make trades. And oh my gosh. All right, so his assault has been somewhat hobbled, but he's got that Uraxian Berserker, which he lost somebody, right? Yeah, now he's got it's going to become a nice 4-6. Got Fang, sorry. Goodness gracious.
This one will tell.
That didn't sound right. I was like, even in the bizarre world of TESL, the bizarre world of Elder Scrolls, I don't think there's a character named Got Fang. So, Got Fang. Although, to be fair, anything with Gout in the name, you just gotta go, eh. So that is a disappointing Ash Piercer. Not sure what was going on with that draft. So, because in these colors, you're not typically going to see a ton of big bodies that would allow this to trigger. And Body Bag pushing him to the brink very, very quickly. Probably going to wrap this up.
I have a scent, and soon I'll have
He's going to be able to shackle something, but yeah. I would say Body Bag has this minus. No, I don't think there's anything in these colors that could thwart 2 cards at once at this cost.
Everything was taken from me.
Nope. Nice. And
I thank you.
for Navi 4, I Navi
formidable display.
Navia being very kind. Body Bag also being kind. Temptation to throw in the Storm Cloak for just that 1 point of damage, but he makes the right play, plays the cards that he has on the board.
Okay, so this is a special treat. It's a friendly match between Roxanne and Louis Vuitton, friends. Louis is working quite long hours and hasn't been in game much over the past few months.
Da da dee da. No, that's not right.
So they're doing a bit of a practice match because Louis wants to
By the fires of oblivion.
get back in practice and feels a bit rusty. They're both running
My
singleton.
paws are quicker than your eyes.
Sheol.
Take you.
Now I know I should have really dual spectated this, but I forgot, and I don't want to miss a moment of it, so I'm just going to stay here and I'll do another one later, which is dual spectated. Good start for Louis there. I'm going to get rid of the Doom Fang because there's more value in keeping the Outland Patrol.
May the fates smile on Khajiit.
This is probably going to be incredibly long, isn't it? Let's face facts.
I
Both
do
of them.
hope that troublesome knight isn't around.
Tribunal and Telvanni, they're both late game often, aren't they? And that was a really nice counter from Raxon there to stop the pilfer effect from the Khajiit.
We must count on our wits.
So probably going to go for Siege. Obviously that telegraphs to Raxon straight away. They both know, they agreed beforehand to practice with singletons, so he knows that's what Louis has.
You've messed with the wrong man.
I wonder what he's going to do. I really should have done dual spectate on this, shouldn't I, really? Oh, very nice. That makes it even harder to get past now.
You cannot match Telvanni cunning.
I love that sound those skellies make. It's always funny, isn't it?
You've messed with the wrong man.
I'm expecting that to
I will not be on the wrong
that he's not going to do too much hitting a face because he tends to be very economical about what cards he allows his opponent. So I'll be surprised if Raxon does anything too much more with that hound at this stage.
The hist heals and rejuvenates.
I do love that Argonian, but he's bound to get silenced, isn't he? Now I wonder if Roxanne's got a Shadowfen or not.
this spell yet.
Okay, so he's...
You must be cleansed.
And he has! It's kind of a miracle when that Argonian ever manages to go off, isn't it?
To disrespect the farm.
And clearly that Argonian on the field lane has discounted, I reckon, Siege. I think Louis is going to hold that Viper until something really nasty appears. Might do a Sanctuary Pet. Okay, maybe not.
Eureka.
Ouch!
You cannot.
Well, that was emphatic, wasn't it?
What have we here?
Okay, so Louis is going to probably stall for time until... I'm kind of expecting the Ward Crafters to come out.
Watch yourself now.
That's quite hypnotic looking at that premium, isn't it? Okay, so a bit unfortunate for Louis that they haven't drawn their own Mushroom Tower yet. Raxon's clearly setting up for We probably want to full a ball before he really utilises the siege.
You have this one's gratitude.
Nice jackal.
May the fates smile on Khajiit.
Oh no. That's disappointing for Louis, isn't it? Probably was hoping to get the mushroom tower from that pool.
This one is embarrassed.
Bit unfortunate that the plate pulled it instead.
Behold, my magnificent monster.
Oh goodness me. It was the discounted action. I thought it had to be. Wow. I think Jack might be going to die in a minute. Yep. That's a real fortress to get past, isn't it? Okay, that might... let's have a think. Maybe he'll bring back the Shadow Fen. Oh, to get rid of the lethal threat in the Shadow Lane. Goodness, he certainly got value out of that, didn't he? Ouch, that's quite a difficult wall for Louis to get past. But only another round to conscription.
May the fates smile on Khajiit.
This might be a Viper moment on that big beefy guard. Oh no.
We fight for the glory of lost Almeries.
Oh wow, he's really going to get massive value from Aben, isn't he?
I'll teach you to disrespect a Tharn.
Bit of friendly banter going on here. Well, at least from Roxan's side. That premium siege is pretty gorgeous, isn't it?
Out of my way, worm.
Nicely done.
Okay, so Louis is hoping for a good conscription.
I smell nobody lives the law of my watch.
The Black Hand sees all.
Well, that's good for card draw, but it's probably a little bit
Nicely
disappointing
done.
to only be able to get one card out of that.
You have this one's gratitude.
Some really lovely premiums that Roxan's got, aren't they? Kind of hoping that
For all Almeries.
this continues to be a great showcase for both of their talents. Louis is doing very well.
So many purses, so little time.
I mean, if I was rusty in the game, I wouldn't be able to hold up this well against Roxan. So I reckon he's going to kill the rally guy as well, the lethal rally guy. Well, Oh, he certainly knows how to get value, doesn't he?
Da da dee da. No, that's not right.
Okay, so he's nicking the card draw and we're gonna go for the drain creature as well.
I'll sort you out.
Wow, that was a ball clear and a half, wasn't it? So I think Louis is going to have to use that trinket to see what they can draw before. Okay, maybe not. Obviously, draw is a consideration. Okay, probably gonna have to kill the chap in the field lane before we can take out the stuff. Maybe there'll be a... Okay. So again, a phenomenal ball clear from Louis' side. Bit of a clash of the titans between these two, isn't it? And that's somebody who's rusty. Louis, by the way, is used to play Transmog a lot on ladder very successfully, which was always very funny to watch against, particularly against aggro. So I think Narcleave's going to get a Viper. Yep. Now is he going to?
I command death itself. Nicely done.
Wow, that was clever of Louis. I didn't really get a chance to say then what I thought Roxanne might be planning ahead to counter. I mean, obviously Louis has done a very good board clear. They both have, really. But Roxanne is kind of... one of my nicknames for Roxanne is Mr. Comeback, because Roxanne always comes back. He can be like almost dead and he'll find a way to turn the match around. So we just see what he's going to do to counter Louis' board wipe.
We must count on our wits.
Ah, probably going to go for something like Lanath, I would imagine. Okay, are we going to see Nixox? Yep.
No man can deny his destiny.
Oh, so Louis is preferring to do that
This
rather
one
than
is embarrassed.
Red Brahmin, but I think Louis is probably going to take away the siege for correctly guessing that Roxanne's probably pulled Lanath and was looking for a way to bring the siege back. Look at how far into the game we are, and they're both still on pretty decent health. I'll make certain that the next one of theirs I dual spectate, because it's a bit harder to comment on Roxanne's rounds, because I think this is quite an old deck that Roxanne has, so I can't remember what's in there, but it's probably lots of greed, I should imagine, given it's the tribunal. Lots of greed, lots of removal, and like any singleton, and lots of ways to... Oh my goodness. And of course, probably going to copy Nixox. I mean, one thing that Roxanne is very good at thinking lots of rounds ahead. It was very good planner.
This one is embarrassed.
3 gods. 1 true test.
I do like that guard. I used to play that guard a lot when I was again, I think it was mainly when I was going from like the first time I got from into the tier 5 to before I made legend the first time. I used to play that guard a lot. So I wonder whether Louis is going to use the Black Hand Messenger to get rid of that. There's also the option to Blackburn Neophyte and get the Viper back, but
The Night Mother will guide
who wants to say that for something really nasty? Which there's bound to be some really nasty stuff in there, isn't there, in Markson's deck?
I'll keep a lookout.
Ouch. Now that's
Long range, god of skill.
Nothing will stop my ride.
just what you don't want to see as an opponent, is it?
Many important things on my mind.
You're more useful to me dead.
This is going to be very hard for Louis to come back from now. Oh, such a shame, isn't it, when your deck starts to not give you the draw you need. So I think there's going to be a Viper on Ancana then.
Command and rise.
Well, a
May the
Viper,
fates smile on Khajiit.
a Viper copy, basically. Here we go. Very nicely done. But unless Louis starts drawing some of that, those sort of
Bless your soul.
the assassin cards that Louis copied for draw, unless some of them start coming through, it's going to be struggling at this point. Wow, a proposed spark of fire as well.
I am a mirror. Nothing more.
Ah, I know from past experience that Raxon's going to be a bit annoyed having got Sothersil.
Never give ground. Long range.
That's one of the downers when you summon him like that, is that he doesn't have the Exalt. Again, not really what Louis wants to be seeing at this stage of the match. He needs draw, really. That's such a shame. It's been such a tightly contested match until now. Louis really needs to have a fresh start, or preferably all those assassins. Yeah, Roxanne's now in what I would call Panther mode.
The best of us.
It seems I must delay my work for a time.
Ouch. Perfectly timed Death Priest. And I call it Panther mode because at this stage I always think of it being a bit like, and this is a total compliment by the way, like he's like a panther waiting to pounce, set up for the kill.
Forget about seeing. Everyone does.
This should help you.
Louis making certain that Malamarco can't come back again. Such a shame that.
Command death itself.
A real shame Louis didn't get that draw for the latter part of the
They'll
game.
never get the best of us.
It seems I must delay my work for a time.
The fact that Roxanne's delaying and could go for the kill and hasn't, it's not that he's being a git, it's that he likes to sometimes, when it's a friendly, give the other person a chance to play out some of their cards for the fun factor.
They cannot defeat the heart of Valenwood.
So he's not being a git, he's just
You have this one's gratitude.
giving Louis a chance to... Oh, what a pity, that Soul Burst would be such a lovely effect.
Approach and be
But yeah,
recognized.
Roxanne's just letting Louis play out a few more cards before they finish. As a courtesy, so to speak. Good game, both of you guys. Obviously, I'm biased. I think Friends Group have got some of the nicest people in the game. Well, we are a friendly bunch. And all I can say is that if that's what Louis like when they're rusty, then imagine what Louis like when they've got a bit more practice. Oh, now I bet Mark's has put that out just to annoy me. He knows I hate Thorena.
You're more to be dead.
You cannot hide.
Any blue deck, she's there, and I'm like saying that hag again.
Are you ready for a bloodbath?
Yes, I am ready for a bloodbath. Body Bag Beezy, the king of alliteration, gonna be closing out this video, I do believe. So we got a nice three arena games. All, well, 2 of them triumphs, 1 anticipating the triumph.
Greetings.
We'll see how well he does against
Welcome,
Hochiu, the Centurion. All right, so hey, another somebody else who has ground out 100 wins with a neutral deck. Goodness gracious, that's hard. I think I'm on 56 or 57 wins. Still a long ways to go. You think you think about it, and you're like, oh wow, 57's a lot. It's like, yeah, I need to do that, almost that exact same thing again. Oh, it's a gateway game. Believe in yourself, Body Bag. Believe in yourself. Don't speak badly. I believe you will break through the gate. Amazingly so. Let's get that mountain lion down there for some big old damage. Poke, poke. Yeah, there you go. Mountain lion, deploy. Go, kitty. I said go, kitty. There we go. Yeah, that's right. I have a great command over what cards should be played and what should not. Oh, stupid stingy thing. That's all right. You're actually in Berserker. Deploy. After you smack face. Although it doesn't matter. You're not going to break a rune, so it doesn't matter.
Here I come.
I will admit, though, after that one snack, granted, this Hochiu would have to be very lucky to have 2 Vipers, not only drafted, but in hand. But I probably would have played him in this Shadow Lane just in case.
It's okay. Stay behind.
Ooh, that's ugly. And no real good answer for that. We know he's got Intimidate. Yeah, no easy answer. So maybe hits with Ashlander first just to see what happens. Because he could clear it out with this guy or him. So if he hits with this first, either one of these will be able to clear it depending on where this goes. And then maybe Berserker? Oh, no, okay. All right, he's guaranteeing that 3 damage in. Like I said, different level, different style of play. Okay, he is going to go for the charge here as well. I mean, I guess since he doesn't really have a way to trigger the Berserker, he's going to hold on to that for some reach. But, I mean, obviously this is reach as well. So, I mean, it's definitely getting down to it. But this is usually where some drain comes out. Oh, my gosh! Oh, my gosh. Oh, Royal Sage, we need you to give one of these guys lethal. Or this is probably over with.
Azura, give me strength.
Come on, lethal. There we go. There we go. That's what she needed. Whew. Like I said, though, that's especially in these colors, they're going to run a ton of drain. Any drain they can get. And he pulls it off! Body Bag with the win. Gateway Crasher. Well done, sir. Well done. Very happy for you. Very happy to see that Gateway get broken down. Splendid performance. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. We're going to go out on a high note, a celebratory note. Somebody got through a gate as we were watching with a nice victory there. Luckily getting that roll on lethal. RNG, but what are you going to do? That's the game. Yeah, anywho. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for those who put your prowess on display. Special thanks to Body Bag for being in the arena, mixing it up there. Happy to see Dano get some combos going off. And happy to see some other great wins from other great players. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep playing.